Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Another cover lover, and what we do on this channel, I say it every time because I've got new people coming in all the time. What I do on this channel is I take a song that I like or you suggested, and I find a cover of it that I like or you suggested, or just random covers. Today, what I'm doing is Dio, Holy Diver, live in London from 2005. Dio died 5 years after this, and in 2010. He was born in 42, so he would have been almost 70 now, right? Am I doing the math correctly? Almost 80? 40. Guys, my brain. So I've said it every time, so you'll know that some of the ridiculousness I spout, as my wife would say, a lot of it comes from that. And so Dio's Holy Diver, live in London. And then we're going to do Liliac. Now, I don't remember someone suggested this. I was trying to find, I've been doing a lot of a cappella stuff, home free and pentatonics, and I have some home free I need to go back and do for some suggestions. We do more of that on the other channel, Sister and the Wolfman, and I hope you go over there and check that out as well. But I wanted to kind of get away from pentatonics for a little bit, and I didn't have a huge amount of suggestions that weren't that. So I picked this one myself, I think. This could have been a suggestion. If you suggested this, the Dio versus, anyway, versus whoever's covering it, Liliac, raise your hand. Okay, so here we go. This is Dio, and put this up here. There we go, and here we go.
You've been down too long in the midnight sea. Oh, must be coming of me. Ride a tiger, you can see his stripes, but you know he's clean. Oh, don't you see what I mean? Gotta get away. Holy diver, like the eyes of a cat in the black and blue. Something is coming for you. Look out! Race for the morning. You can hide in the sun till you see the light. Oh, we will pray it's alright. Gotta get away. Get away. Between the velvet lights, there's a truth that's hard to steal, yeah. Say the vision never dies. Life's a never-ending wheel. Holy diver, you're the star of the masquerade. No need to look so afraid. Jump, jump on the tiger. You feel his heart, but you know he's free. Something that can never be seen. Gotta get away. Get away. Gotta get away. Get away. Hey, oh, holy diver, soul survivor, you're one and you're clean. Holy diver, holy diver, there's a cat in the blue, he's coming after you. Holy diver, diver, oh, 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 yeah. All right, get away, get away, get away. Holy diver, holy diver, oh, diver, all right, yeah, yeah.
All right, man, I love that. Always loved Dio. Going back to Elf, I don't know if you guys remember that band, and I barely do. I was reading a rock and roll magazine back when I was a kid, and they mentioned Elf, and so I listened to some of the stuff then and loved it. And then I wasn't a great big fan of him in Black Sabbath because I was an Ozzy fan, right? And so when Black Sabbath brought him in, and I don't know the dynamic, I've heard all kinds of stories, and probably they're true about Ozzy at the time. But I didn't care for his voice with Sabbath, and then he went into Dio, did this stuff, and loved it. I loved it. Rainbow, loved Rainbow. And so comment down below what you think of Dio's version of the song. We're going to do Liliac now, an official cover by Liliac of Holy Diver. Again, I think I suggested this to myself, but if I didn't and you suggested it, please comment down below. I'm a gearhead, so I'm always interested when they're live. I like to see what they're playing. DW drums, Kurzweil keyboards. I couldn't see what he's playing on the side. Couldn't hear the keyboard. So when these guitar bands have keyboard players, it's almost like, why? You know, it's like, I'm not going to say it. But you know what I was going to say. Guitars, of course, Les Paul. Couldn't see what the bass player was playing. But you know, the gear is top notch since 2005, right? And this is a couple years before he died. So they were hot and popular. I saw Dio on something. I can't remember what it was. It was a talk show of some sort, and he was talking. And my wife and I watched it together, and he credits himself, or actually his grandmother, for this, and I didn't know that. I mean, I thought they had been around forever, but apparently this is a Dio thing, right? And what he said was his grandmother would do this, and it'd be like evil eye, to ward off the evil eye, right? I'm looking at you. And so I just think that's the greatest thing ever. I love that. I love that little bit of rock and roll history, yeah? So we're going to do Liliac now, their cover, official cover of Dio's Holy Diver. And here we go. Ready? I'm ready.
Yeah, yeah.
see what I mean. Gotta get away, get away. Gotta get away, get away. Holy diver, a soul survivor. Your heart is clean. Holy diver, holy diver. In the catch and the blue coming after you. Holy diver, holy diver. Yeah, alright. Get away, get away, get away. Holy diver, holy diver, holy diver.
All right, so love that. That was awesome. This was Holy Diver, Liliac, excuse me. And let me get this off here. Okay, so a couple things. I said this before I started. I'm a gearhead, and I love to see what people play. The keyboard player played in a Roland I loved because when I was coming up playing, when I finally was able to afford, digital, I had a Rhodes for a while, and I had an organ that was not a Hammond, but it served the purpose, sounded pretty good. And I think it was a Grumar, maybe people made fun of me for that, but it had a great Leslie type sound in it without carrying the Leslie around, and I used it to death. But then when I was able to go digital, the first keyboard I bought was a Roland JX10, and it was okay. I mean, it wasn't the keyboard I thought it was, but it was a good keyboard at the time. But people all made, if you buy Roland, Roland's cheap. Why would you buy Roland? You buy Yamaha. First of all, I could afford the Roland. I couldn't afford the Yamaha. Secondly, the Roland sounded great to me, but I always got made fun of. And now I actually have a Yamaha and a Roland. But for years, all I played was Roland. So I was loving to see him play that because, again, it was something that was kind of looked down upon among keyboard players at the time. But I always thought it sounded great. And in fact, one time, I'm ashamed to say this, one time I went out and played a gig, and I put tape over the Roland name, and everybody was like, man, that sounds so good, what is that? And, but anyway, that's just me. So, again, with the horns, he said that his grandmother used to do that, Dio's did. The Liliac, going back to the gear stuff, I couldn't tell the bass amp. I thought was maybe an orange because it was orange, but then the more I looked at it, maybe it was an Ampeg. The guy was playing a Schecter guitar, which they're great. The Schecter makes a great bass as well. I couldn't tell what head he was using. I couldn't tell what the drums are, but because they had a Liliac instead of the name of the drums, which is fine. But love to know that. If you know that, please let me know, and I'll probably know from other videos I watched by them. They're fantastic guys. They're great. Romanian, maybe. Someone I think said Liliac means fang or bat. And then people that are fans are called fangs. Fang for life, maybe. Guys, you're welcome to correct me, and I'm going to keep coming back to Head Explosion. And that's the only excuse I have. So I'm going to back out of here now and say that if you like this video or either one of the videos, Dio, I love. Holy Diver from Liliac, I love. If you like the song, if you like me, for whatever reason, if you like my shirt, I am your father. My daughter got that for me, Meredith, shout out. Hit like. Subscribe to the channel if you have a mind. I'd love to see people come on board, not because of the numbers. I don't care about the numbers. I like the idea, and I've had other people say, hey, I like this idea of taking a song and then doing a cover of it by somebody else. Like, subscribe, share with your friends. If you like it, it's a good chance they will. hit the notification bell, because again, I'm about to flood the airwaves with some videos, and I do that every now and then. Well, I'll just do a bunch and just release them over several days, and so that's what I'm going to do now. Comment down below. Always comments. What I'm looking for is, I'm not looking for you to kiss my ass, okay? Pardon my language. I am looking for you to tell me the truth, and if you like what I'm doing, great. If you don't like what I'm doing, fine. Not great, but fine. And comment down below. Just don't be mean. Don't be nasty. And I love suggestions. And I used to say, I want to run out of suggestions. Well, I'm not running out now. I've got plenty, but I'll take more. And sometimes I do a little picking and choosing, and that's okay. But know that for the most part, I will get to what you suggest. Now, if you suggest like 10 or 12, it's a good chance I'll only get 1 or 2. Especially people that I don't see regularly commenting on the channel, because I feel like people who, I don't charge anything, so people who are regular viewers, and you know who you are, Amy and Kent, I hate to do that, because then I'm going to forget people and they'll get offended. I'm not trying to offend anybody, but if you're a regular viewer and you suggest something, there's a good chance you're going to get it on there, and give me 1 or 2. And if you have several, give me 1, give me another, give me, you know what I'm saying? Don't flood me, because then sometimes I just delete it. It's too much for my brain. So, love you. Keep watching the channel, and please come back, and peace. We'll see you next time.